Hello, everybody. My name is Dima Rudenko. I'm the founder of SaaS Founders Community, and I'm helping founders of software development companies to find new big clients via lead generation and LinkedIn. So, how to overcome the saturation of traditional markets for software development? Because entering new markets is a key stage of scaling IT companies with service products. Given that the US and the EU markets are quite saturated and competitive, finding alternative growth opportunities is very important. So let's look at the nearest markets that are possible to enter. For example, according to survey by VC fund Jerusalem Venture Partners, 78% companies started their international expansions from the markets of Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Why? First of all, these countries are attractive due to the developed economies, high customer solvency, and cultural and linguistic proximity to the US and EU. They are very close culturally and economically. And from my experience, if we can compare US and Canada, for example, the prices for the software development are a little bit lower, but the competition is much lower. So that's why I think it's crucial to look at the nearest markets like Canada, Australia, and New Zealand for sure. So what should be taken into consideration when trying to go for the new markets? First, you have to adapt your offer to the needs of local customers, that's for sure. So people will prefer to work with the companies who have experience working with the local customers. Of course, you can adjust, let's say, your delivery process, let's say, to the regional specifics. Of course, it will be, you should integrate local payment instruments because, for example, in my case, when the war with Russia, when the war in Ukraine started, so some American banks, they tried to pay us to the Ukrainian accounts, but it was not possible due to the banking regulations. So that's why we established a banking account in the United States, so it was easier for them to pay, right? So sometimes in your case, luckily, I would like it would not be a war or such circumstances, but it should be easier for potential clients to pay for your services. Of course, you should also translate the marketing materials in the customer's native language, so it will be much better, and it will give you more opportunities to go. So, for example, what we see here, for example, if we're speaking about Ukraine, so in addition to the US and EU markets, the most promising area of expansion are Poland, with almost $9 billion of IT experts, for sure Canada with 7.4 billions, and Israel with 7.2 billions in IT services experts. So these are the biggest figures of the local IT association. And I think, let's say, this amount shows that not only the US, but also in other countries can be a good fit for Ukrainian outsourcing companies. Of course, it's possible not to limit oneself to the Europe. Of course, there are other countries like, of course, we talked about Canada, Australia, New Zealand, but we should not forget about Persian Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait. They've got very high per capita incomes and their economy is rapidly growing. They are considered as safe harbors now due to the global economic instability and, let's say, the local wars, etc. So the capital moves there and they earn a lot on the rise of the oil prices. So that's why here people invest a lot in the companies and let's say the angels and the government also. They invest a lot in the software development industry. They're trying to create new, let's say, Persian Gulf countries original products, and they invest heavily in that with the accelerators, with the incubators, with the venture funds, and of course they pay a lot for software development services. Of course, if we speak about low-level development services like creating of one-pagers, creating of landing pages, or simple application, this is covered with the Indian or Pakistani developers. But if we're speaking about areas where you need to show good expertise, like I would say the banking integration, the CRM, ERP system, etc., with big data solution, here you get a lot of opportunities to enter and to grow. Also, many people do not see advantages. They just miss the advantages that Southern Asian countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam shows, because these countries, they've got a rapid economic growth. It's now from 6 to 8% per year GDP growth, and they are now transforming into technological hubs in the region. Of course, there are language barriers. Sometimes it's harder to negotiate and say sign the contracts. And sometimes the protection of intellectual property rights remain problematic. That's true. But you should carefully look at these local markets, because a lot of money there and they are growing fast. So you can find a lot of opportunities there. So basically, when we speak about the opportunities, you should always consider Canada, Australia, and New Zealand as the next most attractive destinations, comparing to US and Western Europe. And you should, let's say, find potential clients there and localize your, let's say, offer to the local market. And if you're looking to find new clients in these new regions, you need to have, let's say, you need to find big potential clients for your business. You need to have a solid offer. And if you're looking for more opportunities there, you can sign up for our, let's say, social networks. You can ask questions directly. So if you need clients from that areas, just drop us a line and we'll help you to find the right fit, the right audience, and create trustful relations with the potential clients from these regions. I hope you have newbie clients soon, so hope to be in contact. Thanks a lot and have a good day.